on Master P. Yeah, they know I got a shit on beats. You either industry or in these streets. You either pushing P or popping P. You gotta pay the cost to be the boss. So tell them, gone with your broke ass. And it's a time to spend and a time to stack. And it's a loss how you got it back. I ran that motherfucker to the ceiling. Graduated from that water window. Sold money, fold pockets on chopper swole. More tight, near cold. Watch the fan ball roll. Started with a drill bowl, laid or then stole. Watch her turn my pill cold, white like mayo. Thumbing through the chick, better check before it hammer time. Check engine light came on, bet we still ride. Car break down on E, bet we still slide. Me and my brothers ain't gon' miss a meal, 100 more be lying. All in, burn in, still I eat back then. Learn to hustle like I'm broke, got the game bad then. In a jet, it's a jet, looking up the bishop boy. That's a shame, that's a bitch, flicking up like Richard boy. It's cool when they do it, but it's a problem when I do the same. And I can care less, I don't give a fuck, I let my nuts hang. And this shit stain dirty drawers. How you feel, nigga? Fuck y'all. If it's up, then it's up, nigga. Ain't no need to write it in the sand. Oh Lord, I wish you luck, bro. And why go Taliban? I put it all on the front end. Lord knows I need that back end. I put it all in the front end. Lord knows I need that back end.
Straight from the fucking hood, CME be my hood, all been to be my city, GA be my state, dirty south in your face, dirty south underway, dirty south country patient, fucking with a real nigga, eyes speak before the face, and I got skill, digit, make a whole face, I just trying to make a living, kicking sensei, face card good in the hood, yeah, some say the same, then feel here, ready loud, whip it clear, modern day Shakespeare, speed that literature, on the grind, faithful, way past RSC, look past our leg, gotta get that off of me, Jostle Society, soldier, IBBL, and four corners, light and dark green, UNIT, soldier, vice G, soldier society, knowledge so deep,
I'm about business, I'm about business, I'm about business, I'm about
So chill, right? I'm sitting out here talking to self while self was hollering at God. And God was letting self know, like, yeah, it is a crazy coincidence. Like, everybody come to God with their problems, for help or blessings or what have you. But who God go to when God need the vent? When God need to let some off his shoulders or get some off his chest. The Lord
Yeah, peace and love. Y'all tune in to another episode of the Lord Consigliere, which I host with the most Lord Infinite, aka Tesfa Celeste, BKA, a player named Handon, SKA, Mr. Gigante. Man, Y'all don't know what's in store for y'all tonight. We got a real mighty solid show. Know what I'm saying? Before we get into all that, definitely got to plug in the merchandise. Y'all need wholesale shirts or whatnot. Know what I'm saying? Tap in with us on the website at the bottom. Get into this right here. And also you can check us out on the Facebook page, you know what I'm saying, at Visionary Leaders of Society, facebook.com/. And without further ado, man, y'all know like the mission of Visionary Leaders is to eliminate economic and financial illiteracy within our community. Tonight is Mission Monday. And none other than I got one of my beloved brother, big bro, Mike Ola, coming in the studio with us tonight. Congratulations, our brother, with the Shy City Vibes in Tampa, Florida right now. It's going great. I seen they got something going on for New Year, man. Man, I ain't gonna even hold you, man. Man, let's bring bro on the stream, man.
Say what's up.
Man, what's going on, big bro?
What's going on with you, bro?
Cooler, man. I see you cooler, man. The Shy City Vibes, man.
You know I'm sitting here catching the vibe right now.
You understand me? Man, come on, yeah. Introduce yourself to the people that don't know you, man. What you got going on?
Man, my name is Mike Ola, man. I got a hookah lounge going on. I got a business partner, you know, KP 450 Degrees, his celebrity chef. You know what I'm saying? We came together and got this thing going.
Okay. Give me a background, like where you from, know what I'm saying? What's how you came up, know what I'm saying? Like with your humble beginning.
I come from Chicago, I come from the projects. So, you know, I grew up in the projects, you know, like everybody else. I'm talking about, man, goddamn it, I just, you know, I grew up in the projects. That's where I grew up, baby.
T-vibing.
Like the police, goddamn, you shot.
I ain't gonna be live TV, my guy.
Hey, you put your way on the spot. All right.
Hey, that's why I said we're gonna keep a G14 classified, man. G14.
Okay. Well, I grew up like everybody else, you know, and probably, you know what I'm saying? I grew up around my father around, my OG around. Just like everybody else, T.
Okay.
I grew up on the west side.
Well, okay, know what I'm saying? Like, what pretty much sparked that idea to transition? You know what? We got to bring the Shy City vibe to Florida. Like, what kind of like what was the transition? Cause I mean, we get into a lot of business and economics on the platform and stuff like that, but what was it, or what was the transition that made that fall in your mind? You know what, man? I gotta get the real estate. I gotta do something different.
Yeah, ownership brought that to me. Like, far as like, I got tired of just working, and I'm just thinking like I'm working to build somebody else. I ain't done enough for me, so I just got to the point where I just started thinking ownership. I'm thinking like, man, if I'm gonna put the work in, I might as well put it in for myself. You feel me? So I had to boss up shit because I got tired of getting bossed around.
True indeed. Well,
to think of something like a hookah lounge, like thinking of a hookah lounge down here in Florida, is because, you know, by me being from Chicago, I'm used to a lot of people outside and a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, partying and kicking it. That went down here like that. So I had to try to create it. Yeah. At first it was like gonna be a massage parlor, but you know that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we took that bit. Well, what made you change it from that to this?
I mean, when it was the massage parlor at first, I had to deal with women, deal with different people to make that happen. So after that went bad, I just thought to myself, like, I had to deal with retail, something that's gonna sell itself, because some people not good with dealing with people or dealing with other people's problems or whatever. So I dealt with something that it's a product that you can sell yourself.
Okay. I mean, like tell her about, you know what I'm saying, what is the side vibe? Like when you say, I seen some of the marketing and stuff like that, it like can't catch a vibe. Like for, you know what I'm saying, you know, I'm a Georgia bank, you know what I'm saying? I can't say peach, you know what I'm saying, peach for the women, you know what I'm saying, with the little shapes and stuff like that. But I'm a Georgia, down south Georgia, but what's the Chicago, what's the Chi City vibe? You know what I'm saying? To what would that be like to somebody down there?
Oh man, shit. The Chicago vibes, like what a lot of people don't know about our city, like we probably be labeled for like a lot of vibes and all that type of stuff, but we like to party. So Chicago got old school Sunday where you do it for the older people. You know, we do a lot of house parties where we dance and party, you know what I'm saying, before the shooting and stuff was happening. You know what I'm saying? So you'll get in a party, a lot of guys, you know, they be dancing, doing their little dances and all that. And that's how we vibe. I mean, I wasn't up with no dancing. Like, I was one of the guys I'm one of the dancers bodyguard. You know what I'm saying? If somebody get out of line with him, we gonna whoop them outside. But that's the way we party, though. That's always been our culture. It's to party, get money, and have fun. That's always been Chicago culture on the west side. I can only speak for the west side. Like, we get money, we got nice outfits on, and shit. We go to a Fifi. And goddamn, the niggas that know how to dance, but motherfucker get out of line with him said, I'm one of them niggas that. I'm just keeping it real, you know. You gotta keep it real with the people. Mm-hmm. That's all a part of my testimony of changing my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, change from going through all that. You know what I'm saying? To get what I'm doing. Yeah, so that's what pretty much the Chicago vibe, where a person can come through here and feel free from themselves. Like, say, for instance, we doing old school Sunday nights. They come through, all old music playing, they step in, they having a ball. Then we got the crowd for the younger people, you know what I'm saying, that like to watch sports and stuff like that. They come through and watch all type of sports and stuff like that. Or we probably gonna have like house party night where we playing all the dancing music and the house party music and stuff like that. Lingerie nights for the ladies. You know the vibes. They shot vibes. Chicago, the first state that came out with t-shirt and panty parties. Goddammit. Doing toy parties and stuff like that. That shit been out since the 80s. Well, I think it's new. It's been out since the 80s. Yep.
Man, that definitely dope right there, man. I seen the marketing and stuff like with what y'all had going on.
What you trying to say? The grand opening?
The grand opening. I seen the videos and stuff, man. That shit looked like it was lit.
Man, the grand opening is really a vibe for Chicago. It's really like a vibe for like all the comedians that's coming from the city, that's grinding, doing their hard work. All the underdogs like that's from the city that's coming up. We want them to pass through here. We want them to be able to come through here and feel like this home. Sort of like something like the Apollo in Harlem. You know what I'm saying? Like, we want them to be able to touch this place and while they and going through their journey.
And that's it was lit. I seen the like little comedy skit they shot out there too though. Like that shit was dope.
They put in work. Them boys don't play, boy. They put in work everywhere they go. No key, I feel a little cheated because I don't motherfucker directed that little piece. I'll be having to sit there, you know.
Man, I like that setup, man. With that real grass behind you, man.
You know it, maybe the earth. You know what I'm saying? It's the
earth. That shit peaceful, man. You fuck around, be high, like sitting behind that, you gonna melt into We gonna melt into that motherfucker.
Man, it's a vibe. That's what it's supposed to be. You know, we come from the dirt, so that the dirt we must go back to. So, you know.
Man, that dope,
Got the
man.
island up there, and then, you know, Shot Vibes, they're trying to bring a whole nother vibe to Florida, a whole vibe to Atlanta, a vibe to goddamn it Chicago, a vibe to goddamn it Milwaukee, Indiana, you know, shit, all 52 states.
Yes, sir. Well, that's the only thing you working on, like Shot Vibes, or what else you got in the what else you got in the pot cooking?
I got the repair company, you know, working
Where,
on
repair?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's in the making right now, Mission Repairs. And then, you know, Chef, he got the 450 degrees where he, you know, catering to all the celebrities and stuff like that. You know, he got big things going on, which he a part of this too. So, you know, if you want any catering or like good food or stuff like that, he got you.
Man, that shit lit, man. That shit lit. Shy vibe, man. You know what I'm saying? We gonna like what we kind of get into on the consigliere, you know what I'm saying? There ain't no special format, but we wanna definitely, like, for our you listening audience and stuff like that, we wanna lead on with jewels and tools. Like, I mean, here, like, to my listening audience, y'all got one of the brothers out here demonstrating the right way, got business, you know what I'm saying, doing a business thing. Like, man, my man sitting back like a big more fat rat. Like, look, you know what I'm saying, bro, sitting back just puffing on the hoop and shit. Like, man, look at bro, like, you know what I'm saying, what's your advice?
Let the young brothers know that I'm definitely looking for guys for the HVAC company, man. I don't care if they worldwide or whatever, you know, if they want an opportunity or whatever. That's the next big thing that I'm building right now. So the Mission Repairs, they better look out for that, because that's gonna be major, where they get to learn how to work on chillers that cool down MRI machines in hospitals. You know, all they do is get their HVAC certificate, and I'm willing to work with them.
What do you put them from? Do you put them through school, or they just got to get that independent of
They
you?
go through school. They go through school. Once they get out of school, you know, I give them an opportunity. I train them on the chillers. You know, while they working for Mitchell Repairs, and years from down the line, you know, whatever they do, you know, I'm not stopping them from being bosses.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You said you stopping them from being bosses.
Already, you know, right now, I already, you know, supervise checks all around the world, you know, from Korea, Germany, Venezuela, Bahamas, Jamaica, you know, Hawaii, anywhere you can go, you know. So, and then all 52 states, I didn't cover these states. So, you know, I'm going to give our people an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So, our young people don't have to look at, like, all right, they got to sell drugs or this or that. Like, see, HVAC, that's dope money. Like, shit, I just made $14,000 off a day's worth of work.
They doing HVAC? You can make it, you said 14. Like, how much experience do that come with? Like, you saying that you can make that much money with that after you don't put in the work?
I mean, you don't need to really, the best thing if you're in school and you trying to learn HVAC is to learn how to braze. You learn how to braze, vacuum, and recover. Everything else can be taught. But me personally, I've been doing this for like 14 years now. I was in and out of doing it. But when I started taking it serious, you get what I'm saying? That's when I started making the money. Like, at first, I started from the bottom. I was working at a appliance shop. And I used to work on refrigerators, stoves, washing machines, dryers, and shit like that. Like, once I learned that, a refrigerator is the same operation as a chiller. A refrigerator is the same operation as a AC unit outside your house. The same way a stove is the same way as a dryer. All of them have the same sequence of operation. They just got different safeties on them. So once you learn that, you be able to fix everything. My main thing was when I used to get like jobs here and there, I used to look at how jobs was ran, like how the business was structured. I never paid attention like to the work because I know how to do the work, but like how it was ran and who was running. When you look at that man, like, okay, he running. Why can't I run a business? And he asking me questions about how to do this and that. And he the boss, so I just like I don't know. I always wanted to be a boss, like younger, you know.
So the
That's
song that up.
what to start my own businesses and whatever.
That's
Another
dope.
thing I like to tell the youth is my family don't got no bosses or own shit. So I ain't never know how to own shit. No, I'm just saying on some real nice shit. Like I never knew how to own shit. So don't let that stop you. You know what I'm saying? You got to get around motherfuckers who got that grooming, and then once you learn from them, you take it and put that shit in your own way, and then you learn how to be a boss. Because like sometimes people get discouraged because they see nobody in their family ever, you know what I'm saying, succeeding in that. You know,
What made you different though? Like you saying, 'cause I know a lot of us do come from those background, but what made you like what were the trend like what made you different, you know, and said that, man, cause that's the reality with a lot of us. We don't have like a guide or a blueprint to follow. So it's like we all jumping in uncharted.
when I grew up, see, but I'm different from a lot of guys because I grew up in the streets. Like I ain't had no choice to be like or this or that because my father, you know, he was a killer. My OG was in the street, so I grew up in it. I grew up around it. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't a choice for me because these my parents, this my family, and where the neighborhood I'm from, whatever, you know, it is what it is. But back then, like I always was a thinker, and my parents were thinkers too. So I wanted to do something different from what they did because I could not beat them in what they was doing. You know, we was always taught to be the best at what you're gonna do. So I was already the best in that shit. That was easy. The streets came to me easy because I was born in it. But like far as with starting business in that, it was a challenge. So that challenge led me to keep on trying because I never let nothing beat me. I always had that attitude. Like if I put my mind to something, I would never let it beat me. Like when I went to HVAC school, you know, I had a case going on where I couldn't face a lot of time, whatever, and then ended up my partner too. He told me like, bro, let's come to school with me and look good. I'm looking at him like, bro, refrigerator, what the fuck, like, bro, a refrigerator last thing on my mind. Oh, no, the shit, refrigerator. The fuck?
That nigga said looking at the whole damn bed, talking about the refrigerator, man. Fuck that.
Yeah, I was looking at I got all this shit going on, but then like him being my partner and like that's my partner. I used to go tell all my stories too when I do stuff and all that. And like we was like family with each other. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do it, bro. So when I went to the school that he told me to go to with him, they didn't accept me. But he still was determined. He's like, I found another school for you. So I'm like, bro, man, you ain't there so long. He's like, man, just try it out, bro. So when I went there, the crazy part about it, because I think about signs and symbols in for a conscious man. So when I went to the school, and the dude who was the recruiter was a dude from a project that used to be our enemies, you know what I'm saying, across the field, but he was the one that recruited.
Y'all ain't never y'all ever had any problems?
But he got a lot of family members that was in it. But he was just like, he was so happy that he seen somebody from the building trying to go to that school that he made sure I got accepted. And then after I got in there, like I said, like I'm not a quitter. Like when I start something, I try to complete it. You know, and it took me a while. You know, I even got locked up and everything going to school. But when I got out, I went right back to school. And when I graduated and everything, it just felt like, man, I just felt everything because a lot of people don't know, like, I was going through a lot at that time. Like, I had, goddamn it, left, tried to leave the streets alone. So I'm walking to Coin. So I'm walking from Laramie to Green because I really set my mind to change. Now, I could have robbed a motherfucker or did this or still been in the street, but I'm walking, showing myself. Now I'm showing these people me and all this and that. So it really was me showing myself like I really wanted to change. And then once I got up in there, like, imagine going to school, then you got to walk back. Like, your family don't understand what you're doing, so nobody ain't trying to help you. They just looking like, shit, he playing the game, because when you're in the streets and your family don't really trust you because you've done a lot of stuff, they think you playing games with them. So they thinking like, oh, he up to something, or he's scheming or something like that. But really, I really wanted to change my life. Like, I was at that point where I had done a lot of bad things and all that type of stuff. So I was ready to really change though at that time. So
I mean, what did you get? Did you find any type of religion or something like that? Like some type of
no, I still was at the point where I was at the point where I wanted to change, but I really wasn't changing. Like, you know how you at the point in your life, like you like, all right,
one foot in, one foot out.
Good though, but I'm doing something good, but
Said religion.
nah, religion didn't even pop up at that time. Like, I was really losing people, you know, like when you losing people and I lost all my partners in jail. All the niggas who I ever owed something to is gone in jail over there. So, like, I was for real with what I was doing. I wasn't playing in the streets. Like, as a lot of guys do, like, okay, you playing here enough. I'm really causing problems to people that I'm around. So I'm hurting people at the same time as I'm thinking I'm doing something I'm trying to be something, you know what I'm saying? But I'm hurting everything around me, you know, to the point where there's destruction going on. So you change yourself like that. You get what I'm saying, though? So I wasn't at the point where I really realized, you know what I'm saying? I was at the point where I'm in a transition. Yeah, so I mean, after I graduated, and I got
But you Muslim. Just still, he said religion.
Oh, religion.
You Muslim.
I believe in Allah. My high up, the power of God. Yeah, I believe in God too. That's the same person. If a lot of people know. But
no, I mean, what?
No, he was asking you, did you find some kind of religion?
Not at that time. He thought probably I was changing because of religion, but I ain't found it at that time.
You still ain't found it yet.
A lot of younger guys don't find religion like that. Like, if you bring in the streets, you can't find it that fast like that because you done gave all that up. Well, I never had it because I ain't never grown up in no church or never had to go either. Yeah, I ain't grow up in a religious family or none of that type of stuff. Like, we got religious older, which is a good thing because shit, without God, you can't do nothing.
Amen. Man, what you got in that cup, man? But you looking slizzle, man.
Nah, it's a little handy, you know. little handy, dog. Ain't no but a shot. I just cracked it open. That's the motherfucker hooker. That's the shot vibes, Joe.
Well, that shit hitting like that?
Man, that shit hitting. I just want to see the reason why I got deep like that because I want the little young guys that's on that visionary leader to know not to be scared to change. You know, sometimes I open up certain doors where motherfuckers think like, oh, he out of his mind, but at the same time, it's a lot of guys that's like that. That them be the ones who I try to reach. I ain't trying to reach no nigga that's out there no pussy or like he playing with this shit or I'm man, fuck him. Like his mom and dad don't can talk to him or his uncle. No, I'm trying to reach the ones that was lost in the South for real. Man, and just that you know, it ain't nothing to be ashamed of. Like I went from a nigga, I was making a lot of fucking money back when I was younger. I mean, I had money all my motherfucking life, but when I was making a lot of money to walking from fucking Laramie all the way to Hosted. That's a long ass walk, homie. That's an hour and some walk. Every day. But God tested me to see. But you got, you know what I'm saying, tested me to like where I want to go. And he do that. God will do that for he'll do that to you though. He'll test you to see. Do you really want this? You call him,
you right.
Call your mama like, God, I need money to get here. They like, no. And you just gonna say, fuck this shit. I ain't going to school no more because nobody don't care. Hell no. That ain't their life. Your life is their life that they live. So you gotta do that on your own. But I looked at it as I don't owe nobody shit. When I build this shit, when I finish walking, when I finish doing this, I don't owe nobody shit.
And that's the best way to be. Ownership.
Yeah, ownership. And that's what leads you to ownership, because you start meeting new people. You start surrounding yourself with new people, because God ain't gonna never let you change without making sacrifices. Sacrifices come with this shit.
Right about that, man.
To certain people, you have to leave some people alone. Like, sacrifices come with success. Like, when you change your life.
Man, that deep as fuck, man. Like, that real shit, man. Like, man, where you get all that wisdom from, man?
Huh?
Where you get all that wisdom from, big bro?
I mean, shit, you know, I really grew up real, like, I was around, like, a lot of wise guys, you know, and I learned from them. I wasn't scared to learn. I wasn't scared to ask questions, you know. Like, a lot of guys be in these streets, the blind leading the blind. I went with the blind motherfuckers. I went a nigga who I know he got away a lot of times, and this and that. I asked him how he did that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it's all about asking questions. I got wise off of asking questions and, you know, trials and tribulations, like, as far as learning. Because sometimes I get my mind caught up in something and I have to bump my head in order to learn. Like, can't nobody tell me not to do this or that. I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah, that shit. That's that touching that fire. What they say, to put your hand in the fire. But yeah, I mean,
I had to. I burnt that motherfucker so many times. It's numb. I put it in there just to see if it hurt.
Yeah, man. But know what I'm saying? I appreciate your time, big bro. But know what I'm saying? Folk wrapping it up. Like, you got any closing remarks? Anything you want to lead to the youth, to the people that gonna hear the sound of your voice?
Man, I just got to tell the youth, like, follow your first mind. If you want to change your life, if you want to do something, you set your mind to it and just keep on doing it. Don't let what nobody helping you. Don't let that you never seen nobody do it or nothing like that. It's the same way as first with that girl next door that you used to like, and goddamn that pretty girl next door to you, and you wonder how you wind up in the bed with her, because you kept on every day when you got up, you spoke to her. When she pulled up with that nigga in the car, you spoke to her, and next thing you know, she in your bed because you manifested that. You wanted that pussy.
You can get curse the fuck out now.
I'm just saying, you wanted that pussy. Like,
What the fuck they got to do with anything?
How the fuck I wearing them with her? Because But don't let your life get manifest over some manifest a business or something.
That's not the fucking question. That's not the fucking question.
Not
That's not the fucking question. You can get cursed the fuck out now.
Hey, y'all know we lie. We lie.
A lot of niggas manifest themselves their whole life over
They don't got shit to do with anything. You can get cursed the fuck out now.
You know I'm talking about shit with the bro, man. You know how we get up.
Hey, man. It gets a vibe at the side vibe, but before you go,
got the meal visit.
Really bad.
Corbett Thug, man, before you go though, big bro, know what I'm saying? I gotta do it. So I know you feeling good, know you feeling right, but everybody all to get there, come on, man. I tell them they gotta close us out with a prayer.
Man, let's close it up.
I'm saying you.
Do your
Me with a
Allah.
prayer. I mean,
Yeah.
what prayer I want.
Do your Allah. Do your Allah.
I mean, thank God, and
Do your Allah.
I can't spit that on that. It's peace and love, baby.
Do your Allah.
Thank God.
Do your Allah.
Come on, set it off, T. T, you set it off.
I'm saying, like, you closing us out with a prayer, bit, bro. I always had the guests do the prayer.
Well, I'm gonna thank God.
He wants you to start it off.
Nah, I mean, I ain't no starting out. I want, like, you gonna close us out with the prayer, bit, bro.
Do your Allah.
It can be a universal prayer. They ain't got to do it. They got to have nothing to do with the body. It can be a universal prayer, but just,
That's the prayer. That's the only prayer I know.
Do it.
I mean,
because these ain't our brothers on here.
yeah, I mean, but you gonna even if it's just thanking God for the day, like.
You just say
All right, okay. I want to thank God for my brother with his podcast. I want to thank all the viewers and thank everybody, and God bless everybody. Have a good old day, man.
Amen. Man, where the Where the people can find you at, man, that, on the with the know what I'm saying, the side, like let the people know what's going on, like how they can get
Catch
at
me up at the Shot Vibes Hookah Lounge on Instagram, and then they can catch me, you know what I'm saying,
Facebook and Twitter.
on Facebook and Twitter too. Shot Vibes Hookah Lounge.
Twitters. Man, that been real, man.
Real page too.
But she ain't gonna do
Hey, I love you, big bro, man. We finna close this thing out, man.
You know I'm fucking with you, man.
So chill, right? I'm sitting out here talking to self while self was hollering at God. And God will let self know, like, yeah, it is a crazy coincidence. Like everybody come to God with their problems, for help or blessings or what have you. But who God go to when God need the vent? When God need to let some off his shoulders or get some off his chest. The Lord's consiglia.